all attentions turn this week to Arsenal versus Chelsea. Ordinarily that's a huge game. Still going to be a big game.
We've got to be looking over our shoulder, Rob.
But we ain't got the league to play for. But it's all about getting in that top 4 now.
Yeah.
And,
which is by no means guaranteed at this moment in time, I don't think, the way we're playing. So, I think we need to put in a performance on Sunday. I do think that we're unfortunately we're going to scrape through. If we do, it's not. I don't think we're going to. If we're going to get over the line, we're going to crawl over the line. I really do. I don't see us. The performance against Man United, by the way, it was shocking. Shocking performance.
Can't break down a low block.
But
really Chelsea won't be a low block, will they? That's not how they play.
I think if Chelsea come here and are open and get beat, then I'm looking at their manager. If I was there and going,
that's how they play. They're not going to come.
Well, they've got to change, because if you want to beat Arsenal, there's one way to beat Arsenal. It's guaranteed.
Well, not beat, but you won't lose.
You won't lose, but chances are they've got players that can hurt you. They will beat you.
But we know Chelsea ain't going to play like that. You watch them all season; they've not played like that.
No, they went to Anfield, didn't they, and played really, really well that day. Lost 2-1, and could have won the game. So so if they come in and play, then Arsenal will and this is if we take our chances.
We're looking at the league. Obviously, Liverpool, they're going to win the league, 70 points top, right? In second place, Arsenal, 55 points, right? Third place, Forest, 51 points, 4 points back. Chelsea actually now in fourth place on 49 points, so they're 6 points behind Arsenal. So to get into his top 4, it will be significant for Arsenal if they win this game. And when you think of the game with Real Madrid coming up, winning the next couple of games and sort of almost like securing the top 4, and also keeping a winning, getting back into a winning, way of mindset, and you're winning games, but also securing that top 4, then gives you the options of resting certain players. So like if you've got a game second leg against Real Madrid, and I think this might be Brentford
in the between, isn't it?
You might be able to say, right, Declan Rice, sit that out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're kind of looking on it and saying, points on the board, we're looking all right for the top 4. So it's important to win these next few games, and it's important with Chelsea, beat Chelsea. You then put like a 9-point gap between us and Chelsea, and then so you start to think to yourself, they ain't going to catch us in the race for the top 4. So it's a big game for Arsenal. It's a big game for Arsenal, and for them. There's a lot of pressure on them, because they need to get into the top 4. All of a sudden, talking to Chelsea fans a few weeks ago, they didn't think they was going to get in the top 4. Now, as you say, they're fourth. Yep. So, if Arsenal beat them, the chances are they're going to drop out of the top 4 again. Yeah, because they've got teams breathing down their neck. Newcastle are on 47 points as well. Well, listen, they got 49 points. They're in fourth place, yeah? And then check this out. How many teams are within range of them? Say they lost and these teams won. City, 47 points. They could go above them. Newcastle, 47 points in 6th. They could go above them, right? Brighton, in 7th place on 46 points. They could have the same amount of points as Chelsea. Villa, in 8th place on 45, could get within a point of them. And even if you go to Bournemouth, on 44 points, would be within 2 points of them. So there you go. I mean, that race for the top 4 is... but I think with us, if we win that game, we win our next couple of games, you're kind of looking at it thinking... Yeah. You're kind of going to be securing top 4. All right, you want to finish... We haven't won in 3 though, Rob. Huh? We haven't won in 3. We haven't won in 3. We're not looking good. We haven't won. We've drawn 2, lost 1. So you want to count that? You're going to count yesterday's one as another one? We haven't won, or you're not? No, I'm just talking about the league. I'm talking about the league, right? So in the league, I don't even count yesterday's game. Yeah, okay, that's fair. That's fair. Like a normal game, wasn't it? But the last 3 games, we've not by far haven't looked done all right against Forest. Did all right. I'll be honest. I thought they good performance against Forest. You know what I mean? Like, when you look at the context of other teams going there and everything like that. West Ham we lost to. Are Chelsea better than West Ham? I think they are. Yeah. So if we play anywhere like we did against West Ham, which is we're going to get done. So this is a massive game for us. I do feel, Lee, that It's
Where's
the
your
way-
confidence coming from then?
Because of how those the three teams that you're talking about, how they play. West Ham, ultra low block, mid block, not coming out of their shape, just sitting there, only on the counter attack. Nottingham Forest, even better at doing it. It's just the fact that we played, as you said, much better in that game. Because in the game against West Ham, where we lost that game, probably would have ended in a draw. Is that the defending on that goal was terrible, which was not something we normally see for an Arsenal, right? But Forest, what they've been doing brilliantly all season, low block, mid block, can't break them down. And then Manchester United, defensively, parked the bus, couldn't break them down, and they kept catching us on the counter attack as well when we started getting desperate to try and get a goal back. Conceded a stupid goal from that free kick. But I feel with Chelsea do not play like that. Chelsea, even if they try to go a bit deeper, their natural way of playing with, Cole Palmer, sort of more free roll, Neto, the wide players, the way the wing backs get up, Cucurella, all that, they ain't going to play like that. I just don't see them playing like that. And we know that when teams sort of come onto us, not to say that Chelsea couldn't beat us, they're a good side, but when teams come onto us, we seem to find more spaces. We seem to play better, in those type of games. So I feel confident we can beat Chelsea. I do, just because of the style. It's what every team this season that's played us and that's been very, very defensive. It's been a bit of a struggle.
Oh, I'll be shocked if they come here and attack us. I'll be shocked.
But when have you seen them play defensive this season?
I'll go back to Forest. I've seen Forest be very, very attacking at home.
No. Chelsea, specifically Chelsea. When have you seen Chelsea play defensively?
They weren't that really attacking against us at Stamford Bridge.
Yes, they were.
I didn't think they were. I thought we was in control a little bit there. And once we got the goal,
we played well, but they were having a go though. They weren't defensive, were they? They're not.
No, they're not.
They don't have as a matter of fact, Chelsea don't have a great defense. The player in that defence that I really rate this season, and Cucurella, I think he's been really good. He clamped up Saka in the first game, but defensively, Colwell, they're good, but they're not that. They're not a Forest.
No,
they're not a Forest.
I hear what you're saying.
They're not going to sit deep like Man United. They just don't play that way. They've got guys. You don't imagine Cole Palmer sitting deep in defence, hardly getting forward unless it's only on a counter.
Yeah,
they just don't play like that.
I hope they do, because if they do, it'll be more of an open game for us. I think really we need to win this one.
Oh, we do.
We really need to win this one. We need a little bit of confidence back in the Premier League. We need to
pick it up before that Real Madrid game.
And also I don't know how you feel, but I don't want us to just hand over the title to Liverpool. I know that they've won it, but I don't want to just say, make it easy for them. Make them,
finish the season well.
And start winning a few games. The pressure's off now. We can't win the league. You know what I mean? So just go and try and. It'd be really interesting who plays up front.
Let's get your prediction for the Chelsea game.
1-0
to Arsenal.
Yeah.
No, I think higher scoring game than that. I'm going to go.
It's hard to say.
I think at last we're going to get goals. I'm going 3-1.
3-1.
3-1 or 3-2.
I like to see the team before I make predictions. You know what I mean? So
be a strong team. International break after this. Had an easy game during the week. We rest loads of players. Right. 3-2. 3-2 or 3-1. I see goals in it.